Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling steadier on your feet, standing from your favorite chair with less effort, and walking to the mailbox without that dull tug in your thighs. If that sounds good, stay with me. Because today we were talking about one everyday food that can help your muscles bounce back faster after 60, often better than eggs for many older adults. And it's probably sitting right in your fridge already. I'm talking about cottage cheese. Simple, budget-friendly, and surprisingly powerful for rebuilding strength when your body needs longer, steadier nourishment. Here's why this matters. After 60, your muscles don't just need protein. They need protein your body can actually use efficiently. Digestion slows a bit, hormones shift, and recovery takes longer than it used to. Eggs are fine, but they give you a quick protein burst that your body burns through fast. Cottage cheese, on the other hand, is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually over several hours. That slow and steady trickle is a dream for nighttime repair. Most of the real rebuilding your muscles do happens while you sleep, when your body is in deep recovery mode. Think of it like putting a slow, steady drip of fuel into your muscles all night long. So when you wake up, you're refreshed instead of feeling like your legs turned to sand. Let's make this real. Picture Helen, 72, who started adding half a cup of cottage cheese about an hour before bed. No fancy recipes, no extra cost, just a spoon, a bowl, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. 2 weeks later, she noticed she wasn't bracing herself on the nightstand quite as much when she got up in the morning. Her legs felt less creaky, her energy didn't crash by late morning, and she found the confidence to extend her daily walk by a few houses. That's what consistent, gentle support can do for your muscles when the timing is right. There's another reason this inexpensive staple can outperform eggs for folks in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Cottage cheese doesn't just offer quality protein, it comes with a helpful package of calcium and phosphorus. Stronger bones give your muscles a solid base to pull against, and that can translate into better balance and fewer stumbles. If you've ever felt like your legs are working hard but your frame isn't backing them up, that extra mineral support can make everyday moves, like stepping off a curb or rising from a low couch, feel more stable. Let's talk practicality, because healthy choices only work if they're easy to keep up. Cottage cheese is affordable, easy to find, and requires zero cooking. If the stove feels like a chore or your schedule is busy with appointments and grandkids, this is a grab-and-go win. It keeps well in the fridge, it's gentle on digestion for most people, and you can dress it up a dozen ways. Stir in a few berries for a lightly sweet evening snack. Add chopped cucumber and a pinch of black pepper for a savory side at lunch, or fold it into scrambled tofu or oatmeal for extra staying power. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. A dependable, low-effort habit beats a complicated plan every time. You might be wondering about protein goals. You don't have to count every gram, but giving your muscles a steady supply throughout the day is smarter after 60 than trying to load up in one big meal. A cup of cottage cheese lands around the same protein as several eggs, and because it digests slowly, it keeps feeding your muscles for hours. That's like setting a timer on your strength. One small choice now that pays off later, especially overnight. If you struggle with nighttime leg cramps or wake up stiff, try this simple shift for 2 weeks and pay attention to how your mornings feel. Your body will tell you if it's working. Let me share a tip that surprises people. Many older adults say they don't feel hungry late at night, so they skip protein before bed. Totally understandable. But a small portion is all you need. Think of it as medicine for your muscles, not a big meal. A half cup, about the size of your palm, can be enough to move the needle. If you're sensitive to dairy, start small and see how you feel. There are lactose-free options, and some brands include live cultures that can be gentler on digestion. You can also try blending a spoonful into a smoothie earlier in the evening if that's easier. What about cholesterol and heart health? Everyone's body is different, and you should always follow your healthcare provider's guidance. One advantage here is flexibility. Because cottage cheese is available in various fat levels, you can choose what suits your goals. If you're watching saturated fat, Go for a lower fat version and add heart-healthy toppings like sliced strawberries or a handful of walnuts. If you need more calories to maintain a healthy weight, a fuller fat option can help you meet your needs without feeling stuffed. Now let's make it actionable. If mornings are your weak spot, try the nighttime strategy. Half a cup about an hour before bed. If afternoons are when your energy drops, move that portion to lunchtime or the mid-afternoon window so you cruise past that 2 p.m. slump. Pair it with something colorful, tomatoes, peaches, pineapple, or bell peppers, for extra vitamins and a bit of hydration. And if you love savory flavors, a squeeze of lemon, some chopped herbs, and cracked pepper can turn it into a mini high-protein dip for carrot sticks or whole grain crackers. Small changes repeated often. That's how strength sneaks back. I also want you to pay attention to how your body responds. Give yourself 7 to 10 days. Notice whether standing feels easier, whether stairs take less effort, and whether your evening walk feels smoother. Celebrate the little wins, because those little wins are exactly what add up to independence, confidence, and the freedom to live the way you want. You're not behind. Your muscles simply need the right kind of support at the right time. We're just getting started. And there's more you can do to stack the deck in your favor so your muscles get stronger, your balance feels steadier, and everyday life takes less out of you. When you're ready, we'll keep building on this foundation together. If you've ever finished lunch and felt that heavy, sleepy drop in energy an hour later, there's a simple swap that can steady your legs and your focus without spending more or cooking anything complicated. Try using tofu as your easy protein 2 or 3 times a week. Think of it as a blank canvas that picks up any flavor you give it. Half a block patted dry and cut into cubes tossed with a little olive oil, garlic powder, and black pepper. Then baked on a tray for 20 minutes becomes golden tender bites. You can add to a salad spoon over frozen stir-fry vegetables, or fold into a warm bowl of brown rice. The beauty here isn't just the protein, though there is plenty of that. It is how gentle and light it feels while still keeping you satisfied. If heavy, greasy meals slow you down, a tofu lunch can feel like lifting a small weight off your afternoon. Let me paint a picture. Ron is 74 and swears by his midday protein bowl. He dumps a handful of bagged coleslaw mix into a big bowl, adds warm-baked tofu, a drizzle of bottled sesame dressing, and a squeeze of lemon. Nothing fancy. The first week, he noticed he wasn't reaching for cookies at 3 p.m. The second week, the stairs to his garage didn't steal his breath the way they had been. That's the rhythm you're after. Steady fuel, not a roller coaster. If you're unsure where to start, pick up extra firm tofu because it holds together nicely. Rinse, pat dry, season however you like. Smoked paprika and a pinch of salt are enough, and let the oven do the work while you read or call a friend. They cost pennies per serving, they're shelf-stable, and they make a fantastic 5-minute meal. Rinse a can, toss them into a small pan with a spoon of tomato paste or jarred salsa, add a splash of water, and simmer until saucy. Spoon over toast or a baked potato, or stir into a cup of microwave-steamed frozen spinach. You'll feel the difference because chickpeas bring protein plus fiber, which slows digestion just enough to give your muscles a steady stream of energy. That's exactly what helps your evening walk feel smoother, and your balance a touch steadier when you step off the curb. I think of May, 69, who started doing leg day in a bowl every other afternoon. She warmed chickpeas with a pinch of cumin and garlic, then finished with a dollop of plain yogurt and a squeeze of lime. On day 1, she liked the taste. By the end of week 2, she noticed she was gripping the handrail a little less when she took the back steps to water her plants. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet and consistent, exactly how strength usually returns after 60. If you need something you can hold and eat on the go, mash chickpeas with a fork, add a spoon of mayo or olive oil, a little mustard, chopped pickle or celery, and make an easy no-tuna salad for whole grain crackers. Fast, filling, and friendly to your budget. Now, for those days when joints feel a bit puffy and muscles ache longer than they used to, there's a tiny can that punches way above its weight. Sardines. Mash lightly with a fork and spread on a piece of whole grain toast or tuck into a small tortilla with sliced tomato. You'll get high-quality protein along with supportive fats that help your body calm that background inflammation that keeps muscles sore and slow to recover. Jim77 called his version garden toast. He'd split one can between two slices, top with thin cucumber rounds and a squeeze of lemon, and eat it on the porch. That was his twice-a-week ritual. He didn't expect much, but by the fourth week he realized his morning stiffness faded faster after breakfast and his hands felt a bit stronger carrying grocery bags. If opening a tin sounds fussy, keep it simple. Store a can and a small lemon on the same shelf. When you see one, you remember the other. No cooking, no cleanup beyond a fork and plate. A quick kitchen rhythm can make all of this feel effortless. Choose a protein pair for the week, say tofu and chickpeas, and a flavor trio you enjoy like lemon, garlic, and parsley, or chili powder, cumin, and lime. When you repeat flavors, meals feel connected and easy. Bake tofu once, make a small pot of chickpeas once, and you're set for multiple lunches and snacks. If dinner feels daunting, rescue yourself with a one-bowl option. Warm, frozen mixed vegetables, add a scoop of tofu or chickpeas, finish with a spoon of cottage cheese or plain yogurt for creaminess, and season with whatever's on hand. It's not a restaurant plate, but it gets the job done. Fuel in, strength out. Hydration matters more than most people realize. Muscles that are even a little dehydrated feel tighter and more cramp-prone. Keep a glass of water where you sit most often, and add a pinch of salt and a squeeze of citrus if plain water doesn't call your name. When you pair better protein with better hydration, your muscles behave better. Less twitchy at night, less heavy on the stairs, more willing to cooperate when you stand up from the couch. It can help to connect your protein to a daily anchor. Maybe it's tofu on laundry days and chickpeas on garden days. Tie your habit to something you're already doing and you won't have to think about it. And please be patient with yourself. The body responds to consistency. You don't need perfection, you need repetition. 2 or 3 steady choices each week compound into real, noticeable change. If you want a tiny challenge, try the 10-day check-in. Jot down how many times you stood up with no hands from your favorite chair today. Add your easy protein most days, cottage cheese at night, tofu or chickpeas in the afternoon, and check again on day 10. Even one extra smooth stand-up is a win. That's not just muscles getting stronger, that's independence walking back through your door. When simple food starts working for your body instead of against it, everyday life gets lighter. Keep the experiment small and kind to yourself. You're not chasing numbers. You're rebuilding confidence one easy meal at a time. By now you've seen how small, simple foods can quietly transform the way your body feels. Each one adds a piece to the puzzle. Stronger muscles, steadier balance, and more energy to enjoy the moments that truly matter. But there's one more layer we haven't talked about yet, and it might be the key to keeping all that progress going. Giving your muscles the minerals and oxygen they need to actually use the strength you're rebuilding. That's where ancient grains like millet and teff come in. You've probably walked right past these little bags in the grocery store, thinking they were birdseed or some fancy health food trend. But don't let their tiny size fool you. These grains have quietly powered some of the strongest, longest-living communities in the world for centuries. Millet, for example, cooks just like rice but gives you a slow, steady stream of energy that helps your muscles stay fed for hours. Unlike white rice or bread, it won't spike your blood sugar and leave you drained later. Let's bring this to life. Irene, 80, decided to swap her morning toast for a small bowl of warm millet porridge with a drizzle of honey. That one bowl carried her through her morning chores, her walk around the block, and even some light stretching after lunch. Within 3 weeks, she realized her legs didn't tremble when she rose from her armchair anymore. That's how small switches work. They build strength from the inside out, quietly and steadily, until one day you notice life feels lighter again. If you like something savory, try millet cooked in low-sodium broth instead of water. Add a few frozen vegetables and a sprinkle of herbs, and you've got a hearty, muscle-friendly lunch for less than $1 a bowl. The magnesium inside millet helps relax tight muscles, while the iron helps your blood carry oxygen efficiently. 2 things that can make your legs feel stronger and less stiff after 60. Now, let's talk about teff, one of the smallest yet most powerful grains on Earth. A spoonful might not look like much, but it's packed with high-quality protein and a special amino acid called lysine. Lysine is what your body uses to rebuild collagen, the stuff that holds your muscles, tendons, and joints together. Without enough of it, strength slips through the cracks. Teff helps seal those cracks, supporting both muscle and joint health. Imagine Richard, 78, who replaced his usual white rice dinner with a simple teff porridge 3 times a week. After just a month, he noticed he could walk his dog an extra block without feeling winded. His knees didn't ache the next morning, and his balance felt more stable. That's what better oxygen flow and stronger connective tissue can do. Make movement feel natural again, not like a chore. If you can't find teff where you live, you can order it online or substitute other ancient grains like quinoa or amaranth, which offers similar benefits. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Even if you stick with millet in the morning and teff once a week, your muscles will thank you for the variety. These foods are proof that good nutrition doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It just has to be steady. Now, before we wrap up, there's one final point that ties all of this together. Food is powerful, but your mindset is the real engine that drives transformation. When you decide to give your body what it needs, fuel, rest, and patience, you begin to see that strength doesn't belong to the young. It belongs to the consistent. Every step you take, every bite of real food you choose, is a message to your body that says, I'm still here, I'm still building. That's what this channel, Golden Life, is all about. It is about reminding you that your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting right in front of you. You've earned the wisdom, and now you're giving your body the tools to match it. Whether it's half a cup of cottage cheese before bed, a bowl of chickpeas for lunch, or a simple millet breakfast, you're not just eating. You're investing in your independence. So here's what I want you to do. Think about how you want to feel a month from now. Do you want to walk a little longer, climb stairs with less effort, or get up from your chair without holding onto the armrest? Pick one goal, just one, and start feeding that goal with the foods we've talked about today. Because every choice you make at the table turns into strength you'll feel in your legs, your hands, and your heart. And please, share your story in the comments. Tell us your age, what change you're trying, and how it's going. Whether you've started adding tofu to your salads or swapped white bread for millet, your story matters. You might be the reason someone else watching this video decides to take their first step toward better health. The Golden Life community is full of people cheering for you, and we read every single comment. If this video has helped you or given you even one idea to try, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more seniors find this message, and that means more people reclaiming their strength and confidence. Make sure you subscribe to Golden Life and turn on notifications, because every week we share practical, affordable ways to help you stay strong, steady, and independent, without expensive supplements or complicated routines. Remember this truth. Your muscles aren't finished growing, your energy isn't gone, and your independence isn't behind you. It's waiting for you to claim it again. You can start small. You can start today. Because progress after 60 doesn't come from doing everything perfectly. It comes from doing something consistently. So the next time you open your fridge, I hope you see more than just groceries. I hope you see possibilities. Each meal a chance to rebuild, recharge, and remind yourself that strength at any age is possible. Keep moving forward, keep nourishing your body, and never forget that the life you want is still right here, waiting for you to live it. Thank you for watching, my friend. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep building your golden life. One simple meal, one confident step, and one determined day at a time.